Welcome to Industry Gossip. My name is Manish Kata, the show where we take multiple months between episodes because we actually have a job and cannot sit around and just do content all day. With that glowing intro, CMO Christopher Norton.
We're back, baby. All right. First up, Schwab is tackling tech hiccups. I love that they call it hiccups. From TD Ameritrade account migration. Underrated or overrated?
Yeah, I think a lot of this news around Schwab is underrated. The reason being is like these guys aren't morons. Like there's a reason they're one of the largest custodians. They're running tests in terms of data migration. They're going to get this right. There's going to be some hiccups, of course. It always happens with technology, but ultimately, I think they're going to deliver on this transition. I think the real news is going to be after the transition, because most advisors are likely going to do nothing, let the transition happen, and then you'll figure out, hey, do I want to be with this larger custodian? How's the service model? Is anyone picking up my phone? That's when the real news is going to happen. Until then, this is all just noise.
I love that you said nothing like what you put in your notes for that one. It's great to be back. Thanks for keeping me on my toes. So, Robinhood is seeking to become the gig economy super record keeper by supercharging IRAs, but analysts ask, where are the super revenues? Underrated or overrated?
This is overrated. You know when you go to carnivals or shows or whatever and they give you the free coffee coupon code because they want you to come in and buy 10 croissants? This is the same thing. I mean, ultimately, Robinhood's model is scale, volume, and payment for order flow, which accounts for 77% of their revenues, at least according to this article. So this is all just kind of that tease to get you in the door, and then they'll make that money on the payment for order flow. But if you're in the gig economy and you can get the free $10, you might as well take it. I think there's no harm, no foul. Most people don't give a shit about payment for order flow in terms of the retail. So, I mean, I guess it's a win-win, but in terms of our industry, this is overrated news.
I don't care so much. I don't have a joke. So next up, Toews, spelled Toews. I'm never going to complain about the Potomac people again. Anyway, Toews Asset Management has established the National Investment Risk Management Day. I've got some thoughts about this one, but underrated or overrated?
This is underrated, and not only is it underrated, I think this is like brilliant. They actually filed with whatever national association to get an official holiday. So, in a world of kind of bland marketing campaigns, this really stood out, and I gotta read off my screen because this is hilarious. I'm quoting, by the way. This is not just me paraphrasing. OMG, what part of your Ivy League MBA brain allowed you to think it was a good idea to allocate a portion of your pension fund to Bitcoin? Here's another one. Whoops, did your Wall Street trading include valuing NFTs based on how frequently they were chosen by 8-year-olds playing Roblox? I just think from top to bottom, this is just hilarious, and I'm actually rather pissed off that we didn't think about this first.
Think of it first. I know. When I first saw this come across, I was like, "Oh, what dumb thing have they done?" And then I read it, and I genuinely, this is the best press release I have ever read in my entire life. And my favorite line is, "What is the expected global economic impact of a series of flying Pop-Tart kitty gifts that can be purchased for fiat currency?" Brilliant.
Slam dunk. Let's link to it. Kudos, Toews, Tees, whatever you call it.
However you say it, it's brilliant. All right. Sarah Levy, the CEO of Betterment, kind of played it easy her first couple years, but in the last 2 months have made a series of unpopular decisions, including layoffs. Underrated or overrated?
This is overrated, and here's the life progression of these stupid businesses that keep popping up. Fancy tech, low cost, PE to scale, can't scale, whoops, my bad, fire people, get bought out or closed down. That's all I have.
That's all right. I was so excited about Toews, I spilled coffee all over myself.
Back to my hometown for this last one. With their AUM growth stalled since Bain bought a $290 million stake, Carson Wealth is seeking greener 401k pastures with Vestwell. Underrated or overrated?
Sorry, I stopped listening when you said $290 million stake for an RIA. This is overrated, and we're friendly with both companies, and no shade at either one of them individually. But based on the article itself, it was mentioned in there a couple times that they just chose them for low cost. At what price are you paying nothing for this service? Advisors typically do not like the 401k market. Reason being, let's say you have a small business that has $2 million 401k for whatever reason. They have 20 participants. There's a lot of responsibility for you in terms of educating not just the plan holder, but 20 participants and making sure they understand the plan, the investments that go into that plan. And there's just so much regulation and loopholes that, frankly, it's just business that small RIAs or RIAs in general don't like. And that's why these larger firms have such a vice grip, because they can go to call centers. They have so many people they can put on one plan. It's never caught on. And so, I don't know, this seems like a Hail Mary to enter a new market. I don't think it's going to really go anywhere, personally.
It's almost like spending hundreds of millions of dollars to build a brand new office building that you make people go to didn't inspire a bunch of new growth opportunities. I'm shocked. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. That will do it for this episode of Industry Gossip. We will see you back sometime.
2024.
Until then, like and subscribe and stuff. We're awesome at this.
Or not.
Or not. Whatever.
Bye.